Hi, everybody. I just finished my 10,000 steps. Actually, I think I got almost 12,000. This is January 21st, 2025, and this is my second shot at doing a video today. The first one that I did was, I think, too negative, if it's possible to be too negative. I've been posting these videos as a form of therapy to recover from the trauma of watching my beloved little brother, Paul Kierans, 64, with Down syndrome, be locked away in his group home by the British Columbia New Democratic Party government for 588 days. And then he died alone among strangers at Burnaby Hospital. David Eby and the New Democratic Party government locked up Paul when they found out that I complained to the RCMP, the Burnaby RCMP, about fraudulent and forged, in what's in my opinion a fraudulent and forged power of attorney that they created over Paul. They had two of their low-level workers say that they witnessed Paul's signature, but it's a forgery, and I know that it's a forgery because I taught Paul to print the only word he could ever read or print, and that was his first name. We have currently the most corrupt, inept, and that's not a good combination, government, NDP government, which I believe got into power illegitimately, that by using a new system of computer scanning of ballots, of voting ballots, on October 19th, 2024, David Eby cooked up this scheme where ballots are not verified by eyewitnesses, they're scanned, and then they go into a computer algorithm which he has total control over, or the elections director, I think his name is Andrew Borgman, has control over, but there's no way of verifying actual ballots. And I know that because I've been a voting place scrutineer since 1978. And actually, I worked on Sven Robinson's first campaign. Sven Robinson was the first New Democratic Party MP in Canadian Parliament, and I worked on his campaign together with my then husband, Dale Walker. We worked our butts off for him. And I actually worked on his last campaign. I was the manager of his last campaign after I became a lawyer. And I worked very hard for them. But as all socialists, communist parties go, I now know, it just descended into self-serving, destructive. Basically, what the socialists do and the New Democratic Party does is its goal is ultimately to kill people. So Mao Zedong, who was a communist in China, killed over 100 million people. Stalin killed more people than Hitler. Stalin killed 50 million people. And this New Democratic Party has propped up a government, a socialist government of deranged liberals who have killed 60,000 Canadians since Justin Trudeau took power on October 19th, 2015. I remember the day that Justin Trudeau came into power because my dog died, my little dog Inu. So when the New Democratic Party government appointed my 82-year-old Catholic nun sister 4,000 kilometers away in Northern Ontario as my little brother's guardian, although she'd never even been in a room alone with him in his life and had only met him a few times. As I said, this is the most corrupt, evil, dysfunctional, inept government in Canadian history. I call him Evil David Eby. But what I wanted to talk about today is I've been getting telephone calls almost every day from Bonita Zarrillo, the current New Democratic Party MP. Her office is actually just behind me. I'm sitting in my happy place, McDonald's on Austin Avenue. And she's been calling me almost every day to find out if I'm going to vote for the New Democratic Party. And then I got a text. The reason that what I wanted to post about today is I got a text from Jagmeet Singh's office. Jagmeet Singh, the single most evil politician in the world at this moment, who has held has held Canada ransom for his pension, waiting for his pension to kick in on February 2nd before there can be another election and we can throw out Justin Castro and his band of thieves. But anyway, so every single day I've been getting a call from Bonita Zarrillo's office. And when Paul was first confined, locked up by the BC New Democratic Party government, I went to Celine Robinson's office, and she was my provincial representative, NDP representative. And next door to her was Bonita Zarrillo's office. She was the MP. She is the MP. And her, as I've said before, her constituency assistant literally put her foot in front of the door and said, "We can't help you." And I said, well, my brother's getting a federal pension that's going to this L'Arche, L''ARCHE, L'Arche group home that has him locked up with no visits from me, his last surviving family member. And she said, "We can't help you." Bonita Zarrillo never telephoned me. She never met with me. Her office is across the street from my apartment. Again, socialist, communist, evil, self-serving, useless people. But so at first I could see that Bonita Zarrillo was calling, but I didn't answer, and they left a message asking if I was going to support them. But today I got a call from Jagmeet Singh. Now, Jagmeet Singh, as I said, he's the leader of the federal New Democratic Party, who drives a Maserati and wears custom-made bespoke suits. The most evil politician in the world at the moment, even above the Haitian politicians in Haiti. So his office calls me or texts me and asks if I'm going to support the New Democratic Party government and if they can count on my vote. And I just laughed to myself, and I texted back, "Yes, looking forward to an election soon." And they texted me back, "Oh, great. Can we put a sign on can we give you a sign to put up?" Now, Jagmeet Singh was Paul's member of parliament in Burnaby. He's he's an Ontario transplant. But he was actually Paul's representative. I called him. I wrote him every single day that for the 588 days that the BC New Democratic Party had my little brother locked up. And he never once emailed me back, called me, or contacted me in any way whatsoever. Ann Kang was the member of the provincial legislature, and I think she wrote me a email that said, "Cannot help." So the reason I'm posting this video is just to say, let's make this coming election, the end of the New Democratic Party and the end of the Liberal Party in Canada, and maybe something approximating a representation of the people, not self-serving losers, will arise from their ashes, their progressive, leftist, communist, socialist, evil ashes. But I will be voting for Paul Lambert, and I'll be working my ass off for the Conservative representative in Coquitlam, and that's Paul Lambert. So, and I'll be thinking of my little brother, Paul. And this will be the most important election of our lifetime, because we're facing a credible threat of annexation by Donald Trump. Oh yeah, he was going to shut down the southern border and keep illegal aliens from invading the southern border. That's what he promised to do throughout the election. The moment he was elected, then he's going to annex Canada, make it the 51st state with Justin Castro as the governor. Anyways, find out who your Conservative representative is in your riding and work your ass off for that person, whoever it is. God bless you, Pierre Poilievre and Paul Lambert.